Hey, I'm going to do an update on my congressional inquiry that I launched to help correct a flaw with the ID me getting into SSA and VA. Stay tuned, I'll be right back to explain. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Yes, I had to complain about logging into through the federal ID me platform on the internet. They made some changes, and the changes were good because they were doing it to help protect us from identity theft, especially getting into sensitive information like Social Security and VA. And I access both, being a veteran and also being retired. So I went to log on one day this year, and it wouldn't let me in. It was asking for another level of security to get through to be able to uh, prove my identity. One thing it asks is to upload a front and back copy of a state or government issued ID, which I did. And it called me on my phone. Then it gave me a security code to get in, and then that's where everything came to a grinding halt. Because the next level of identification required me to have a smartphone for them to send me a text with a link to be able to do a video verification. Well, there's a problem with that. I don't own a smartphone, and there's many of us citizens who do not own smartphones. And especially when you live out in the wilderness like I do, they don't even accommodate our area with a range to even get cell phone service out here. So I opted not to have a cell phone, period, because what's the point in paying for service when you don't get service out here? And being retired, I spend most of my time around the farm. So it locked me out of my accounts because I could not verify my identification short of that video modification or monitoring. So frustrated, I started making phone calls to all my representatives, my congressmen that represent my state in Congress, my senators that represent me. I called all of their offices. I voiced my complaint, and I out of the four that I contacted, I only got contacted back by two of the four. Thank you guys. You know who you are. Thank you for contacting me back. And one of them said, well, this launches a congressional inquiry because this shouldn't happen. Because what they did when they did the upgrade is they disenfranchised a good percentage of the public who, one, can't even afford a cell phone, and two, don't get cell phone service. Yeah, they just added that extra feature. Now, it wasn't their fault. It was the technician's fault who decided to publish that or upgrade it to that extra feature. And I'm sure it went through a line of individuals to be able to decide, yeah, we need to add this extra feature. Good for them. They added the extra feature. However, it blocked us all out. Update. They, after the inquiry, they made some changes. They went back to federal ID me. Federal ID me added another feature that would include those of us that don't own cell phones or smartphones. What it is you still need a camera, and I have a PC, so I have no camera. They just want a camera. They don't need a microphone. They just want a camera. I did not my PC doesn't have a camera. But wait a minute, I thought, I have a laptop, it has a camera, so I pulled out my laptop and I signed in through there and went through the additional processes of verifying my ID, and it worked because it used the camera on the laptop. So I'm in. Now I'm able to access my VA and SSA website. So I was able to get them to motivate the technicians to upgrade that so I can, and people like me can now get on. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Tex, for adhering to the request and the plea. Thank you, Congress. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing what I'm paying you to do, okay? Right. Well, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Go out, be safe, be kind, and go have an adventure yourself. Bye-bye now.